Good morning, all. Should be live now. How's everyone doing this morning? I know I'm not ready to do anything. I am so dead tired. But it is what it is. We are gonna do stuff today. What that is, I'm not sure yet. But I think we're gonna be prototyping. Great. Hey, that's good to hear that you slept well. We might try these ESP32s. So essentially what it is this morning is I am tired. I have 1 cup of coffee in me only. So we're just going to be prototyping some stuff until we get more woken up, and then we're going to keep working on this. This video needs to go out at some point, and I haven't done anything about it. So we're just going to dive into some electronics. We're going to have fun. How's it going, Johnny B? So Lockwatcher, Gerald, and Johnny B are here. So, yeah, this is what we're going to do. Oh, wait. This is the C3 Super Mini. I wanted the S3. Yeah. I used to install these back in my day job, but really I just like the box because it keeps my cells in place. But yeah, do not buy any of these. These install in your car, and they pretend to stop corrosion, like Rust. Not Rust, the programming language. Rust. I feel like I have one of those somewhere around here to make a video on, but it is what it is. Good morning, Sicarius LP. Never heard anything like that, for real? Here, let me educate you. Let's see. Screen. Rust module. So now they make them even easier. You don't even have to install them. They just plug into the OBD port. There we go. So I will say, oh, there's the exact brand of the one I had. What? That's not what I clicked at all. There we go. It does not work. You very seldom. Closest you heard, sacrificial anode for boats. Yeah, boats that sit in a saltwater bath. That definitely works. But your car isolated from the ground doesn't work. Oh, we'll see what this one says. The truth about it. Mixed reviews from customers. It says, do not believe there's evidence, but yeah, there's not. There is no. Let's see what ChatGPT says, but it doesn't work. Do electronic Rust modules work on automobiles? The dealership is trying to sell me one for $1,200. Well, I mean, there is no response. Yeah, pretty. But they're potted on the inside. They flash an LED. Seriously? Okay. What the fuck? Get out of here. Little to no real-world evidence that they do anything. Just give me a yes or a no. Do they prevent rust? Done. If you guys are interested, I'll try to find the one I have kicking around here, but I need to do a lot of cleaning in here. Sorry about the flashbang. But essentially, it says, like their advertisement said, that it sends out radio waves, and that radio wave regrows the galvanization on the panels on your vehicle. So like when the galvanization gets like chipped off by a stone chip, the radio waves regrow the galvanization. So there's a couple of problems with that. One, if radio waves could regrow galvanization, then that would mean that your car should never rust, because we are bathed in radio waves all day, every day. So that's one problem. Another problem is that cars don't use galvanized panels. Cars are not built out of galvanized steel. They're built out of regular ass steel, like a mild steel sheet metal. So none of that is true. None of those claims are true. Now, I will say those companies are quite litigious, because their $3.99 box is being sold at like over $1,000. So you got to be careful about what you say. You used to be able to get those boxes, like the exact boxes, on eBay and AliExpress, but now you can't find them. Mind you, I haven't checked in a little while, but for a while there you couldn't find them. So the takedown notices were working. You know, they want to protect their racket, or whatever you want to call it. Gonna have a look in a moment though. There we go. Gonna heat up the iron. Yep, it's good. Beanstalk beans, yeah, maybe. Here, let me. Oh, screen. Rust control module. Electronic anti-rust. Here's one. No, that's not the same. No. See what I mean? Like, they're all gone. Pet rock of electronics. Yeah. Anti-rust car module. You know what? Can you find me one on AliExpress? I don't have the keywords I need. I want to buy one for education purposes. Not electronic Rust modules. Well, feedback. This was a crap answer. Oh, there we go. TLDR. Snake oil. How's it going, Clifford Red? So yeah, can't find any anymore. They did a really good job of wiping those modules. Platinum Rust Shield. Sometimes, like, if you're looking for like counterfeit stuff, you have to use very slight off wording. But yeah, nothing I can see here. All right, here goes. Let's do some soldering until I'm awake enough to do some real stuff. So I had a sponsor reach out, and they wanted their email made it sound like they just were interested in sending me some mechanical parts. So I had, and you know, they said, well, we want to send you mechanical parts, and maybe you can use it in a video. That's what they said. That's their wording. So I said, okay, let me look through your site. A lot of the stuff that I wanted was on back order. So I said, you know, whatever, it's on back order, and also their site was kind of broken. So that was great. So they apologized for the site being broken. They said back order is just like to say that these parts are made to order. So just, you know, place an order and then we'll make them. I said, okay. So here's the order. With the shipping, it came to about $100 American, like $90 American. And then I was like, before we go through with all this, like, what do you want from me, right? Because the first email made it sound as though, you know, we just like your work, so we'll send you something, and you know, if you can mention it in a video, that'd be great. But they're like, oh, we'll sign a contract, and we want a 60-second integration, and blah 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 blah. And I'm like, are you serious? You want me to make you like a sponsored project, and you're only sending me like $100 worth of stuff? Like, this is not a deal at all. Because a mechanical project, that takes a lot of freaking work. And in fact, for the project I had in mind, it would have been like almost $1,000 worth of additional stuff that I need to use with their $100 thing. So I was like, yeah, you know what? I think I'll pass. Thanks. So it wasn't like it felt good that they reached out, but it's like, man, this is one-sided. I would much rather pay the $100 for the stuff, or about $150 Canadian for the stuff, and not enter into some weird contract. So yeah, that was my day yesterday. I chatted with them a lot, and just, it was kind of like they changed their mind. It wasn't a, oh, we really like your videos and want to be part of them. It was more like, do all this work for us and we'll send you this $100 part. And then they said, well, instead we'll pay you like a stipend of $50. And I'm like, no thanks. I don't think $50 is enough to annoy my viewers with an ad integration. I mean, if they would have sent me the parts, I would have been like, here's where I got my parts. They send it to me for free. You know, you can go buy it from them because it's a little bit cheaper than AliExpress. But not, I don't want to do all that stuff. Oh. When I can just buy it and, you know, it's like $150 is like 3 months of Patreon. So there we go. So that one is soldered. This one is soldered. Polo sent you all their devices. Yeah. Yeah, that would be better. But like, I'm at the point, like, if you think about it, think of it like a mechanical project. Something that use like aluminum extrusions, linear guides, ball screws, like essentially building a CNC is what that amounts to. And they're offering to send me some aluminum extrusions. And it's like, I appreciate that you want to send me aluminum extrusion. Like, that's great. But I have to buy like $1,000 worth of support components for it. Not exactly what I had in mind. But that's the life of a YouTuber. I should have known. I should have been like what are we doing here? Why are we doing this? Beforehand, you know? Okay, so I'm looking for somewhere here. I have a PCB. Where are you hiding? Not in here. Oh well, doesn't matter. Let's get into my Arduino box. By the way, you guys didn't remind me that I have to sort all the stuff in here. Might be on, yeah, well, whatever. I'm on lots of companies' blacklists. It just is what it is. It's part of the deal. What is in here? Oh yeah, I got a little solar panel. Okay, here, this is a 5-volt relay. We're going to use this for prototyping. How's it going, bipedal species? But like, I'll give you an example. Like this here. When it comes to sponsor spots, last week been getting a lot of "we want to work with you" spam. Very big. Yeah, that happens. Actually, it happens around this time of year because this is when the actual sponsors send out their stuff too, so it kind of makes sense. So I'll give you an example. This kit, okay? This thing is like 50 bucks. I think it's like 50 bucks. So, something like that, 50 US dollars, more or less. Okay, that's what this is worth. And they wanted to send me this so I can take a look at it and make a video. Okay, they're not paying me to make a video. I decided to accept this from them because I think it's cool and I think people should know about it. Okay, so that's that. However, now, because I need to get this done, it's causing like a source of stress because I got to finish this, then we got to move on to the PCB way stuff. And right now I'm not in the right state of mind this early in the morning to do this video. So all in all, I'll probably be into this about 20-ish hours between taking a look at it, you know, filming it, going through their documentation, testing it out, editing it, thumbnails, links, all this stuff. So I'll be in 20 hours for a $50 thing. And the only reason I accepted this because I thought it was cool. Right? Like, I'm going to use this once for the video and maybe a little bit for prototyping because it does have some cool stuff, but very rarely will I use this. Right? But now I have like the sponsor, the person who sent me this is like, hey, when's it done? When's it going to be done? When's it going to be done? So, you know, it is what it is. But I think it would be, I think it's cool. And my videos tend to do well on this kind of stuff. So it's like, I'll get a couple of subscribers out of it. I'll probably get about $3 of ad revenue. This is not even going to be an affiliate link item. So yeah. This was not an AliExpress unboxing. No. I haven't been ordering anything from AliExpress. And the reason for that is Canada Post is on strike. So I don't want to risk things getting stuck in customs. So essentially, we're going to program these two things. These two ESP32s. This is a S3. This one here. S30. And this thing here is a Super Mini C3. Hang on, I don't actually know. What is this? I don't know if you guys can see. I think it's a C3. You guys can see a lot better if you join my Patreon. If you look up here, 0 out of 10 Patreons added. So if we add 10 Patreon patrons, I will fix the microscope. Yeah, some things will come through this week. Yeah. The thing is, I'm pro Canada Post, so you know they just do whatever they need. So there's the S3. I think that's a C3, C6, C3. My old eyes. I think it's a C3. So we'll see if we can get these things programmed. And then we're going to fire off this relay. As long as these things can fire off this relay, I'm good to go. And then I already have a driver circuit mapped out for this, but we will test it on breadboard. And then we should be good to go. But yeah, I haven't made an order for like 2 months on AliExpress. Let's open the Arduino. By the way, at some point soon, and by soon I mean in the new year, very likely going to ditch the Arduino stuff. New sketch. You are building a new microscope USB camera for your trinocular. with any luck this week. It was a pain in the ass to get the mounting. That's freaking awesome. I'd love a trinocular microscope, but with the construction we had to do in the backyard, I'm not in any shape to spend $600 right now. I did, however, okay, let me add that to my list. I did buy parts to make a cheaper version. Let's see, video ideas. DIY soldering microscope. Get one direct from Amscope. Amscope, you say? Here? Do they ship from the States, though? Is this an American company? Amscope UK. Do they have Canadian? So, because my issue is I'm not buying anything from the US. About us. Okay, speak to our team. How? Yeah, I don't have links. Contact us. Check the frequently asked questions. Yeah, if it's American. Doesn't say where they are. Anything would be to get a gas-powered arm for it, take off the bracket, and mount the trinocular head. That's what I ended up with. Yeah. So I could be wrong. Here, first of all, let me see if they have any Canadian operations. So let me just write an email. Okay, sent an email. Be prepared. Yeah, well, anyways, so if it's American, if all their stock is in the US, I won't be interested. It's that simple. But I do have parts here for a DIY microscope. I'm just missing one thing. And Jesus Christ, freaking jump scare. 1080p portable monitor. So I am looking for one of these monitors, but I need it to be, I mean, ideally be like 13 inch. But they're all like 15. So I was thinking, you know, getting a laptop panel, 1080p laptop panel, but it might just be best just to get a 15 inch. And so the idea is to use a monitor arm. This kind. And actually, I bought it already. So this kind of monitor arm with a long reach, and then I would, the goal is I would have the camera mounted onto this mount, but also the screen would be mounted onto this mount as well. And so I then would put a splitter, an HDMI splitter, and so I can see through the monitor while you guys get the capture. Because the problem with this, okay, this is the best microscope I've ever owned, this Adonstar here. It is fantastic, but I can't have HDMI out while looking at the screen. So it's not great. Yeah, so I bought that, and I have also, so I already have the monitor arm. I think it was only 20 bucks. And then I have this guy. This is like a commercial microscope, and you see it has HDMI. So it has HDMI out. So the goal is this to a HDMI splitter, and then the, freaking hate this time of year. Tons of little bugs fly into the house. So this to an HDMI splitter, it would power the screen, and yeah. You also get dual monitor arms, gas arm. Yeah, I don't know if I want a gas arm. I'd like this to be fixed, and then I can just, you know, adjust the height, because this thing has adjustable focus. So I'll get it about at the right place, and then I'll move it if I have to. So that's the goal. So it has a little 1/4-20 port here. So that's the idea. Because I love the Adonstar. The Adonstar is a fantastic microscope. The problem is I can't use the screen and capture the screen at the same time. I can record, I just can't capture it in the computer. So it's really bad for making videos. For live streaming. It's a great video microscope. It's a bad live stream microscope. That's the problem. So, yeah, woe is me. All right, what were we doing? Yeah, programming some Arduinos. And by Arduinos, I mean not Arduinos. ESPs. All right, so let me see what we got here. Did I forget to solder an entire side? What an idiot. Just gonna turn on the iron. I showed you guys up close and you guys didn't say anything. We're supposed to be a team. All right, so we need to declare some variables. Let's see here. ESP32 S3 0 pinout. Yes. Okay. First of all, good morning, Vitrifly. You want the ability to dim with a dimmer or variable resistor, sorta. That's sort of possible. With a LED, you really want a PWM dimmer. And with a 3-volt LED, I'm assuming that's a large, it's a larger LED. Okay, hang on. Hang on here, I'm doing some chat support. I need to solder this anyways. Okay, so I am assuming it is like this style of LED. It's like this style, right? Either with or without the base. If you want it dim, okay, yeah, okay, same difference. It's essentially a whole bunch of LEDs together. What you probably want to do instead is you want to get a CCCV module like this. Okay, one of these guys. Okay, so here is your input. You'll put your battery on here, in, and then this will be current regulated. We're just doing chat support by Pedal. We're helping someone in chat here. Okay, so you want one of these, and I have a video on setting these things up, but essentially you'll want to set your max voltage with one of these pots. I don't remember which is which. They're not labeled. They're pretty crap, to be honest. But either way, so you'll set your max voltage, and then you'll crank the current all the way down. So these two, and then the last one I believe is just, whether it be the first one or the last one, one of these three, it just turns on a light to tell you that your battery is fully charged. But because this is really a battery charging module, but same. So anyways, you'll plug your power in on here, your LED on here, and then your brightness will be this pot. And if you want to control with a variable resistor, you just if you look closely, whatever the current control pot is. Okay, so I think it's the middle one. I'm not 100% sure. You'll have to check. Oops. Okay, see it says 104. That means it's a 100K pot. Okay, so 100K. Yeah, 100K. So then what you're going to do is you're going to desolder this off the board, and then you're going to solder a new pot with wires. So then you'll be able to turn, you'll extend the wires, then you'll be able to turn this pot, and either you control the current or the voltage. Okay, I probably would set the max current on this to your max brightness, and then turn down the voltage to dim. Probably that's what I do. I would experiment. Anyways, so yeah, these are very cheap. They're like $2 a pop. But you really want to you really want to control your current on LED. So that is the short of it. The longer of it is a little bit more complicated, but you can do it. What's the module name? You'll want to look for a DC CCCV. I will give you an affiliate link in a moment here. I'll show you. So the longer answer is that really you can tune you can tune your stuff better than that, but this will get you through the door. So you want a DC CC CV. Okay, so that's search here. Here's with 2 pots. That's probably all you need. I tend to get these with the 4 pots, or the 3 pots. So this one. So let me send you an affiliate link so I make a couple cents off your purchase there. For some reason it's cheaper. Oh no, yeah, it's cheaper on my account. Give me a second here. Oh, you bastard. I don't mind the bundle deals on AliExpress, but I just wish they would give me the option. You know what I mean? Not. Okay, so I would only get the choice ones. You build drones, you learn a little. Yeah, you know what? These things take time. So there it is. So I recommend getting more than one, because you might blow them up by you might blow them up by playing with them. Also, you might get some bad ones. Oops, youtube.com/ simple electronics. Yeah, no worries. I'm sure. Here we go. Here's a video I made 5 years ago. Share. Copy. Here's the video. There you go. I need to make a new video about that, like driving higher power LEDs with CCCV modules. There we go. Adding it to my list, because I think that's a good sort of meaty video to make. 50,000 views on that. Interesting. Let's see what the new video is done. Aha, 33,000. 2 weeks ago. Look at all these videos. This one I'm super proud of. Wish it would do more views, but you know, we'll get there. We'll get there. Okay, so as I was saying, and by the way, I kind of like doing chat support. If I let me write myself a note. Might make a chat support segment a thing. On the main channel, where people can just ask questions and then I would give my best answer to them. Okay. So this is what we need. Can just use GP1. const int output pin equals 1. The drone world's pretty niche, so it's a bit rough getting views. Are you a YouTuber? Go to channel. Oh yeah. Hey, 2.6K, that's pretty good. You're doing well. Popular 8,000 views. Good for you. Just subscribing here. Very nice. Looks good. I should get back to building my drone. Here, just because I'm getting you fly like a psycho. Nice. Just because I'm getting a little distracted here anyways. We might as well go all the way with LBJ. This is what I started working on earlier this year. So don't ask me what it is. I forget now. I had to order all the parts. But we've got a VTX here. We've got a flight controller already installed. It's a little dusty. Gonna be fun to fly, I think. $28.06. I think it's a 10-inch. I think it's a 10-inch, but I'm regretting it. I should have gone bigger. But regardless, I'm going to get this up in the air. Have some fun with it. I am now a licensed drone pilot in Canada here. So yeah, we're going to get back to finishing this at some point. I still don't even know if I can fly drones first person. All right, back to this. All right, all we did is we declared a pin. Okay. Pin mode. Pin. I don't remember the syntax. God damn, I'm getting rusty. Checking out quad Mula frames, very light but strong. Yeah, I needed, I was going for cheap. Pin mode. No, I'm sure it's functions. Oh, pin mode, idiot. Input or output. Okay, so it doesn't change the color of my text when I write it correctly. Freaking Arduino sucks, man. And now that they're sold, I think it's going to suck more and more and more. Okay, and then we're going to visual write. Output pin low. Yeah, if you guys didn't know, somebody bought Arduino. No resistor. You put no resistor. You use the module to regulate the current. You don't need a resistor if you have the module. You have 14K views on your gaming channel, but 280 videos. Jesus Christ, that's a lot of videos. I started learning C++, so you can write the code for Arduino and Pi in it instead. Yeah, I am gonna jump directly to Python. Out of here. here. So this is what, oh, what are you doing? Get out of here. Okay, so this is what this is the course I'm learning. So at some point I'll be down here in Python. Oh, potentiometer, you need 100K. You need a 100K pot if you want to replace the pot that's there. And I'll be honest with you, the pot doesn't matter. It's just used as a voltage divider. So if you have a 1 meg, that'll be fine too. Is this going to be drone mounted or no? Because if it's drone mounted, you're starting to, this is a lot of weight here. And I probably wouldn't recommend doing a drone mounted DC-DC converter that big. Okay, where was I? Pin mode, done. Digital right. Output pin high delay 1 second, digital right, pin low, 1000, there. Something else drone related, more of a drone stand. Okay, gotcha. Another thing you might want to think about if you make a drone stand, there's this LED strip. There's this stuff. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's LED strip, but it's like a continuous, it's like those noodles. And you can get them in different thicknesses. So you can get like this, like look at this, it's like super thick. And these don't need a dropper resistor or anything, they're all built in. You just connect to 12 volt DC. All right, so another board. We want ESP32 S3. I don't know, dude. Do I have a 0? Oh, there is a 0. Nice. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot to solder. You guys keep distracting me. I will continue to blame you until morale improves. Where's Franco today? You bastard. Okay, now I'm going to show you again. You guys got to tell me if it's not soldered. All right. Have a good one. Okay, it's all soldered. So now let's program this. Don't forget we chose pin 1. Oh no. Screw it. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna see if I can program it by the by having it plugged into my hub. Do I need to hit the boot? Don't know. We'll check. Yeah, that worked. Okay, let's upload this shit. Check if the port is correct, but I think let's try again. Okay, let me do the boot again. Boot. So it didn't open. Is it supposed to open a folder? Like the Pi? Let's go. Oh. Okay. Okay. DFU serial. Serial port, yeah. Press the boot, then reset. Yeah. I have ESP32S3 0. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I've done that. Come on, get out of there. Okay, plugging her in. Franco, we're just talking about you. S3 0. What the hell? ESP32 S3 0. Uh-huh. Yeah, all bad. We're saying that you fell asleep. Okay, so now it works for whatever reason. The Arduino IDE is painfully bad. What are my options to program microcontrollers? Need something simple and easy to use. I mean, he probably was napping. Ugh. Platformio. Slightly steeper set. Yeah, no kidding. No, that's horrible. Still buggy and sluggish. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is what I'm doing. Python. The 2.x Arduino IDE is worse than cancer. Yeah, it's agreeing with me. That's funny. Went for shopping, needed a long nap. Yeah, I get you. Why does ChatGPT write so slowly now? With Platformio, and I still code in Arduino C, or do I need to switch to C++? Okay. Good. All right, let's see if this worked. We need a couple of jumpers. What do you code in? What do you guys code in? Do you guys use 5 volts? Do you guys use something special? Do you use VS Code? What do you guys use? 62% of the first Python lesson. On what? On Free Code Camp? Get in there. You use Thonny, otherwise Arduino IDE. Okay. I saw Thonny was an option there. Do you think this will work? There we go. I don't know if you can see that. How's it going, Peter? I am awake in a physical sense, but not in a mental sense. That's why I'm just flipping on and off my relay. Oh yeah, I see it in the waveform. Okay. Big stretch. So that works. Now we got to do the same thing for the C3 PO. Just got to make sure it's actually C3. If I just get, like, look, 10 Patreons, you can join at the lowest tier. Need 10 Patreons and I'll fix the microscope. Just need 10. It is indeed a C3. You know what YouTube told me the other day? In my YouTube studio, it said, I'm missing out on money, okay, by having mid-roll ads off, okay? So it said, if I would have had mid-roll ads on my latest video, I would have earned $2. Thanks. Yeah, no. It has to be paid Patreons. And no, you can't quit and rejoin because I wrote down how many I have right now. And if I get 10 more. And I don't remember who it was, but somebody said they would join if there was a yearly billing option. And the reason there's not a yearly billing option on mine, as I just found out, is because I don't make enough money. So I am too low importance. I'm too low importance to have those ads, or to have that billing option. C3. And this one is S3. So now I can actually frickin' see it. See? C3. But yeah, they want, yeah. But again, why would I, so here's my thing. Yes, I've had millions of views on one of my videos, 1.2 million. And yes, I could have increased my income by like 20% by having mid-rolls. But is it worth pissing off your audience for like literally, like it would have been like a couple $100 over the course of the last bunch of years? I personally think the answer is no. Okay, that should be it. Let's switch to here. And you know what? What costs me way more than that is C3 Mini? Super Mini? What costs me way more than that is ad block. So if you piss people off with the fact that your ads are shit, then of course, like people are gonna have ad block. Yeah, premium is incredibly good for creators, by the way. My count must have gone up. Let me see. It did. It went up by 1. Thanks, Peter. Oh. Can I edit this? Edit. Properties. 1. Upload error. Oh, god damn it. And if I go here, okay, it's already 1. Good. BetterHelp sponsor you. They pay well. Just a bit loony. He was not expecting. Yeah. There's, yeah. Again. It's COM21. Upload. Okay. This is not ESP32 C3 mini. Okay. Upload. Yeah, I mean, you just can't win as a creator. You can't. Let me just shoo away this one. Okay, that should work now. Let's head back here. Oh. So let's reset this. I would love to be sponsored by BetterHelp, but I would have to do, at this point you have to do the ad in a way that doesn't piss people off. Oh, these are reversed. Oh yeah, no pin names. Yeah, people are definitely going to complain. Pin 1 is second from the bottom there. The thing is, people don't care. People don't give a crap. When you're doing YouTube for a living, people do not understand that it requires a lot of effort. They think YouTube should just be a passion for fun, which I wish it was. I mean, it sort of is, but it isn't exclusively that. Oh. What's going on? Okay. I hope I didn't just send code to the webcam. Cancel. Is that working? It's working now. Yeah, okay. So that works. Okay, so at a push, I can make my project with these relays. But I think since Canada Post is coming off strike, I can just order more of the 5-volt relays. So that's good. This one has no opto isolator, but I think it'll be no problem. So that's good. So we're good. successful take. And at worst, I can drive transistors with the ESP because I have SMD transistors anyway. Where are they? Did I or... Hang on a sec. Did I just order a shit ton of AMS 1117s? Because it seems like I had a bunch of AMS 1117s. Just a platform to decompress and vent your problems. Some people thought it was supposed to be more than that. It's not. Yeah. It is. It just is what it is. Did you have a good experience with it? I can't believe I ordered a shit ton of AMS 1117s. Although these are the adjustable ones. But still. FML. Okay, so as I was saying, I have some PMOS, some NMOS, some more NMOS. Here, 3904s and 2907s. So, needless to say, I got a lot of components that I can use. So I guess the next step is I want to make sure I can build my little driver circuitry, because I want to use opto isolators. I don't know if there's SMD opto isolators. I mean, there must be. Let's see. Let's go do a little bit of shopping. Optocoupler. Yeah, definitely. Get 100 of them. And the PC817s are the ones I have already. Did they make like multi-channel? What about this? TLP 5214. TLP 521. Data sheet. Okay, so yeah, I can get a package, but I need a bunch. What was my requirement? Oops, that's not what I wanted. Here. So, 5 relays. So, I could buy that 4 in one module, but I'll need one extra one. I don't think it's worth it. I think I'll just put in a whole bunch. Okay, let's do some shopping on the other screen. SMD opto coupler. Why can't I find the same listing? I don't want 20 pieces. I want a shit ton of pieces. Here, choice only. 10 pieces, 100 pieces. There we go. Add to cart. I need pin header female. I need the 4-pin. Add to cart. All right. So I'll keep shopping. Oh yeah, and I need the 5-volt relays. You know what I can do? I need 5. That's 4. Of course they don't make a 5. This is why you got to make your own toys. Seven, 8. I like this because it's already made. It's already on the board. But I need a 5 relay module. Get a 6. $10. But the relays are much cheaper. It's like $7 for 10 relays. Okay, so that's good. All right, what else do I need? I think that's good. Yeah, I'm on top chat. I should switch to live chat. Thanks for that, Franco. Really, it should let me set a default. Yes, Peter. Of course it does. I'll also keep you guys posted if the microscope company comes back to me, because I really would rather, I would much rather buy a microscope here or in China. One of the two. You know, the other thing I was thinking, I did literally buy I did literally buy 12-volt relays for this already. They're just bigger. Maybe I should stick to this. But the thing is, space is going to be a constraint. I should also have sockets for these. And I have breakers, but they're huge. Well, that's good. That's all right, Locke. I'm glad you're gainfully employed. I wish I could say the same. Speaking of which, another 9 Patreons left, and I will fix the fact that you guys can't see the microscope. Which is a false economy, by the way, because the capture device I need is like 150 bucks. So you guys will join for an extra $20. Yeah, these are for the trailer project. I couldn't do filming this morning. I just feel too groggy. Okay, so I can design a PCB with this in mind, and then I can have transistorized channels, which is good. What else do I need? I think that's it. And then this is going to be off board. It'll be good to go. The microscope I'm making from a Pi Zero. Ooh, Pi Zero is a little weak. It's a little weak. I'm letting the processing happen in camera, personally. So I'm going to use a HDMI splitter. All right, so it's going to be coffee time. We've got that coffee time sadness. There we go. So I'll be right back, and then we'll figure out what we're doing next, if we're designing PCBs or what. All right, I'm back. Okay, so what do we do? Let's do a bit of a poll here. Why, thank you. Let's start a poll. What should we chip away on? The RP2350 briefcase, PCB for trailer tester, PCB weigh temp sensor video, something else relaxing. I'm tired. There we go. My fate's in your hands. So either way, whatever you pick, I will just, like, there's no guarantees I'll finish. We'll just chip away at whatever. I'm fully expecting not to be completed any of the works, anything that we see. But take a vote, what you guys want to actually see. Don't worry about me and my financials or whatever. Just pick what you'd like to see. And, you know, if we end up making boxes to store these kinds of things in or whatever, we'll do whatever. It's fine. Everything's fine. Nothing is not fine. Everything is fine. Let me also, I'm just going to check LED filament, see if I can pick some up. Oh, freaking bundle deals. Choice. Ah, stupid bundles, go away. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Remove. I'm just doing shopping while you guys vote. 5 votes. Get your votes in. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. You know what? It seems to be going to do something else, which is fine. So maybe we can drive some high power LEDs and maybe end up making a really good performing video, if you know what I mean. Now, this thing I'm going to deal with for sure. We're gonna make a video on that, but for the moment, stuffed animal launcher. Look at that. We've got 6 votes. We've got 3 each for one video, and then 3 for the relaxing. I have to say, guys, I am exhausted, and I went up to my parents' cottage to close it up yesterday. Caught a nice bass, so that was fun. But I may have overstressed my back a little bit. So that part was less fun. Now, I don't know if this LED works or not. Look at all the dust on this. I haven't done any like power supply related stuff in so long. Great, I sent a piece of fluff right into the port there. Okay, I'm gonna have to deal with the high-pitched whine. That's okay. Oh, come on, in there you go. Sounds like a fun project lock. Yeah, that's actually really cool that some makers can make money by making cool shit, selling it. Hopefully you're selling it. Hopefully you're not doing it for free. Okay, so let's go 0.25, enter on. Okay, that is bright. I set. Yeah, so you really want to control the current on this one. So here it is. And then we roll this up. We're maximum watts now, 1.64 watts. Okay. So let's now go VSET 5, enter. And now let's go iSet. Let's see if we can move it up. Because these are supposed to be like 3 watt. So there we are at 3. Now the interesting thing about this, which I think would make a great video, is that the it's not linear. Like if you measure the light output, like a lot more current doesn't get you a lot more light, which is pretty nuts. So okay, so here's the thought. Okay, so here's the thought. I want to prove something. Okay, I want to set out to prove that when you're driving LEDs, okay, max power equals not good. Okay, so I want to have a fixture. I don't know if you guys can see that. So we're going to make a fixture, and the fixture will look like this. Okay, it'll be some sort of stand. Okay, and then this is the bench top here. Here I'll have my lux tester. and then LED will be here. And then we're going to have a temp probe. And then we're going to have voltage and current. So essentially, we're going to use an LED like this. We're going to shine it down onto my lux tester. We're going to increase the voltage and current, or we're going to increase the current, and we're going to measure the lux, and then we're going to put it into a chart, and then we'll see the temperature. So I think that is going to be the plan. So I need an aluminum fixture, but I think this, so this is an LED panel I didn't end up using. So I can mount it on here. This is a nice piece of aluminum, or I can use one of my many Intel heat sinks that I have acquired. So I think that's what we're going to do for that. Okay, so step one is explain regular LEDs, the dropper method, explain websites, Jesus Christ, websites that calculate it for you. Do I have a driving LEDs video? I don't. Well, that is an oversight. No, it won't have to be fully enclosed because it's a comparative measure. I don't have a how to use LEDs video. Well then, we know what we're working on. Okay. How to work with LEDs. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put it, I'll put it on the list, but I think we're working on it now. Okay, so that is actually nuts, that I don't have one of these videos That is insane. How how did I not do that? 28. Is there like a better font? This is pretty shit. What's your guys' favorite fonts? No Roboto. My my previewer is way behind. Yeah, I mean I can make something like that. What's your guys' favorite font? Working with LEDs. You like Helvetica? I don't have it. Could be a LibreOffice thing. Okay. YouTube filters a lot of language, so if you have Willy Wonka and Stargate font are fun. No, not fun. So email me. Here's my email. Oh my God. Or DM me on Blue Sky at tronics.bsky.social, I think. But it's going to be very difficult to ship everything back and forth. So we're going to have to be smart about it. But in general, yes, I don't mind collabs because I can get people to come to your channel. Okay, so what types of LEDs are there? Okay, so we've got like standard 3mm, 5mm, SMD, which these are all the same. So I'll just, you know what, I'm gonna just do standard, which are 1 LED per package. 3mm, 5mm THT, and SMD. But the important part is it's 1 LED per package. Multitude of colors. Okay. And then specialty packages like bicolor LEDs, self-blinking, self-color changing, RGB, and then, oops. And you guys feel free to chime in if you either don't agree or whatever. specialty packages, and then high power LEDs. So multiple emitters per package. Syncing recommended, required. Not covered in part 1. Stay tuned for parts 2. Okay, so I think that's a good what types of LED are there. So next is where to buy LEDs. No, that's good, but we won't do this now. We'll do this towards the end. Bidirectional or here, bicolor in the specialty packages. I'm gonna change this to Arial. There we go. Is it Arial or Arial? Or to buy LEDs. Component stores. We're probably going to do this at the end. Oh, I don't like how that looks. Arial. The kerning is weird. Arial. Yeah, Arial. Okay, I think I like this a little bit more. Support your local stores. They are dying. By the way, my keyboard is super loud because I bought a new keyboard like a year ago. But because they're clicky keys, I haven't... yeah, I didn't change it because I had the podcast all the time. So now I'm actually using the new keyboard. Okay. AliExpress, eBay. Offshore. Cheapest option. Takes a while. Quality is hit or miss. Amazon / e-tailer. Usually local quick turnaround, quick delivery, quality, data sheets, usually the same components as offshore but local and at a premium compared to offshore, cheaper than electronics stores often. Okay, so, but we're not going to do that here. Yeah, I mean, electronics shops. But you guys have RS Electronics, don't you? Or Rapid Electronics or something like that? You guys have some in England, I know that. Okay, what do you need to know to work with LEDs? Get out of there. Mostly mail order. Okay. All right, let's do something about these titles so I can kind of not get lost. Bold underline. Bold underline. Bold underline. Bold underline. Oops, what am I doing? Not bold underline at all. I have to say, LibreOffice, I mean, it does work, but it's not fantastic. It's, yeah. Anyways. Cheaper and easier. Yeah. Yeah. But, like, there are benefits to ordering in-country as well. Okay. What do you need to know to work with LEDs? What your supply voltage? Nah, this will be after. The LEDs. The LEDs maximum current rating. Typically around 0.02 amps. Wait, no. 2 amps. Most LEDs reach nearly maximum brightness at under 0.01 amps. The lower the current through the LED, the gentler are to it, the longer it will last. Found in the data sheet if needed. These data sheet if needed. Okay. The LED's forward voltage. LEDs are non-linear components. they don't have a set resistance. Each LED color wavelength will have a different forward voltage. It's VF. Yeah, RS Electronics. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Each LED chemical composition will also have a different forward voltage. Different colors will have different brightnesses at the same forward voltage. The same, current, same current. So you need to know the maximum current rating, the forward voltage. I think that's it. And then you have to calculate each LED needs to have its maximum current controlled, usually on standard, usually done with a resistor in series on standard LEDs. Yellow LEDs are easily blown. So let's check. I mean, simple enough, right? So Mouser.ca, yellow 5mm LED. Yellow through hole 5mm, apply filters, data sheet. Okay, built-in resistor, that's not what I wanted. This is not going well. Let's see if they have a lower forward voltage. Okay, so $25 milliamps actually. Interesting. Highest what? I'm not sure. So blue, green, and white have highest dissipation, power dissipation, maximum. These are absolute maximum ratings. I don't know, IFP. Oh, it's a pulse. Right here, yellow, viewing angle. Oh, here. This is what they want. Yeah, 20 milliamps. So they all say 20 milliamps. Is this safe? Well, it just seems this manufacturer has 2 brackets. But don't forget, when you're looking up information on LEDs, you often get beginner stuff, which is sort of simplified. Resistor value is calculated. So you go so voltage, supply, minus voltage forward, and then that all is divided by current desired equals R dropper. I mean, this looks horrible. Yeah, it depends also what LEDs were supplied, but this is the formula. So the supply voltage minus the forward voltage, and that'll give you the drop on the resistor. And then you want to divide that by the amount of current you want, and that gives you your resistance for the dropper. So as an example, 5 volts supply, 2.1 volts forward, and 0.01 amps desired. It'll be 5 minus 2.1 divided by 0.01 equals no. 2.9 equals 2.9 divided by 0.001 equals, I'm gonna use my calculator for this. So 2.9 divided by 0.1, 290 ohms. 290 ohms is an uncommon value. So 330 ohms is the closest approximation. So the dropper resistor most appropriate would be a 330 ohm resistor. Alternatively, you can use a constant, should abbreviate, constant current CC power source and set maximum current to your desired current. There we go. I think that's good. Is there anything else that's really that interesting? Oh, polarity. Kind of an important one. LEDs are polarized, which means they can only, they are affected by which connection is positive and which is negative. Connecting the anode to positive and cathode to negative will allow current to flow and the LED will light up. Connecting the cathode to positive and anode to positive to negative will block the flow of current and in some situations may damage the LED. And then I never remember, I think the long leg is positive, but I never remember. Is the long leg the anode or the cathode on an LED? Oh my god, this is gobbledygook. Yeah, anode is the long one. On a typical through hole LED, the longer leg is the anode. On a typical through whole LED. The anvil shape is the cathode. And on a typical through hole LED, no, I won't cover bi and tricolor LEDs. That might be video 2 or 3. I want to keep my videos fairly short so that beginners don't get overwhelmed, you know? Because I know I definitely got overwhelmed. Flat edges cathode. The flat or trimmed edge is the cathode. On a typical surface mount, LED, the colored or marked end is the cathode. Yeah, so multicolor and RGB will be a different video. So I think we're good. I'm gonna send you over here. Save as the video. So here's what I like to do these days. Save as, put it as a PDF. Can you not save as a PDF? Fine, I'll do it myself. Print. Print to PDF. Print. Desktop. Okay. So I feel like 7-segment displays probably won't be a good video, but we can definitely do it. All right. And by not be a good, I mean I don't think people will care. New. Gonna send you. So this is what I do these days. So I upload to ChatGPT and see if I missed anything. This is the outline for my beginner series on using LEDs. The video will only cover the basics of single LED per package, bog standard 3mm, 5mm THT and SMD LEDs. Do you see anything I've missed for those? Series versus parallel? Nah. Don't really need that. Oh, yeah, maybe I should open KiCad by accident. Forward voltage. Available from the data sheet or measurable with a multimeter. Typical forward voltage charts exist. Okay, I already said this, so I didn't read that. I don't care about this. Don't care about this. Oh, this is interesting. Diffused versus clear lenses. I can talk about the shapes and sizes. Lenses and diffusion. Okay, so this will be plug coming video. Plug upcoming video. So I think that's a good outline. So that's a good one. I think I'm good. You're gonna have to go see a man about a horse. So I will be right back. Yeah, it does seem pretty comprehensive, but I think I could do it within like 7 minutes, which would be the goal here, is to do that within like a couple minutes. Like probably want like maximum about 7 mins. And this kind of video could get 1 million views, but I think the problem is there's a lot of competition in this space. So I'll be happy if I get, 1,000 views in the first month, and then, maybe 15, 20,000 in a year or so. But anyways, be right back. Gotta see a man about a horse. And I'm back. So, okay, here's the operative plan. It is now 10:30. What I will do is my goal today will be to finish this video. Okay, so I'm going to finish this, but I'm going to do this off stream. And the reason is because I got to do video capture. I don't feel like cutting the video out of the live stream. So my plan is to have this up on Patreon today. That's like my goal for today. If this gets done, then tomorrow we do the LED video, because I'm planning on live streaming tomorrow morning. No matter how long it takes, we're going to get this done. So even if it goes on to the next day, that's fine. And then the next video we work on will be the PCBWay video, to be done before the end of the month. Yeah. And if we can do one more PCBWay video, that would be ideal. Now the problem with PCBWay right now is they said, and I'm taking a lot of it on face value, they said that they're having a PayPal processing issue. So they didn't pay last month. They may not pay this month, but the thing is, I don't have much of a choice, right? I gotta make YouTube videos. This is how I survive. So we're gonna make some videos. I've been really slacking in the video making department lately, but I gotta pick up the pace. Got bills to pay, so yeah. So expect to see me a lot more here. And so my goal today is to get this done and get myself organized to just make videos. The goal will be to crank them out during the live streams, so there'll be less like, I mean, there might be some warm-up period in the morning, like do some easy tasks, like I need to make myself a charger for my battery and stuff like that. So yeah, I'll make a quick list of things I want to achieve, and then tomorrow we'll attack them hard, and we'll see where that goes. I also need to get back to coding because I've been slacking. So I'll be honest, there's a lab, there's a couple things. Oh, really nice. All About Circuits has a seminar. That's pretty cool. Is this something you had to pay for, or is it just free entrance? Because I keep getting those emails, but I never really do anything about it. Where was I going with this? I don't remember. Anyways, oh yeah, I've been slacking on the coding because there's a lab. So there's a couple things. There's lectures, labs, and workshops. Lectures are literally you read, right? Workshops is guided, and lab is more like, here's what the customer wants, you do it. And this lab is so like obtusely written that I got halfway through. It took me hours to get halfway through. No, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Just that it's my own problem that I lost track. But it's so obtuse that I have trouble understanding what they mean. So I've been slacking on coding because I didn't feel like finishing that lab. What I'm going to do today, though, so my goal is to get this done and do some coding, but I will skip the lab. I'll go right to the next module and continue, because I can't let that one setback stop me from continuing to learn, because now it's been like 5 days I haven't done any coding. So that's the plan for me. So coding and finishing this, and then tomorrow we can do LED video, we can do the PCBWay video, then we can continue more LED videos, stuff like that. We're gonna do it. But yeah, I know, bad me. That's okay. I mean, that's why I post on social media, is for you guys to keep me accountable, right? I can't like lie my way through. You get screenshots of my progress when I do it. So anyways, I'll catch you guys in the next one. So the plan is tomorrow morning. It should work out like that, and we'll see what we get done. Have a good one, guys. Have a good day. I'll see you tomorrow morning.